Welcome to the session 3 of module 2. In this session, we are going to learn how to create Numpy arrays of different dimensions whose every elements are either 0 or 1. Then we will be learning how to create Numpy array which is equal to an identity matrix. After that, we will see random number generation and manipulation facilities offered by Numpy. There are other ways to create Numpy arrays. First, how to create a zero array. That means a Numpy array whose cells are filled with zeros. We have got a method for that which is zeros. The method zeros has got several versions. This version will create a one-dimensional Numpy array. Each cell will be having 0, each cell will be filled with 0, and that array will be of fourth element. So this is containing what will be the size of that one-dimensional array. This is creating two-dimensional Numpy array of 3 rows, 4 column. It is creating a 2D array or a zero matrix. Now by default, whenever it is creating that zero array, the default data type will be float 64. Now in this version, you have got an opportunity to select your data type. In this case, I want to consider those zeros as int, and you supply data type using this named parameter. So let's go to notebook and see how they work. Before starting any work in notebook, don't forget to import Numpy. And then let's create a zero array. So we have created a zero array. You can see that. First of all, notice that it is filled with zeros, and each zeros is actually considered as a fractional value. It's actually float 64. Check its data type. Oh, sorry. You can see this is float 64. So you can also write it like this way. You can also write it like this way. Okay. Now suppose you want to consider these zeros as int. You can see that these zeros are considered as int. Let's see the next method. So this one is one array. So the same way we have to use once method now. So this will create this particular method call will create a 1D array of 4 element. Each cell will contain 1. Again, data type will be float 64. This is creating a 2D array. Each cell will be 1, and the 2D array shape will be 3 rows, 4 columns. So you can say it's a 1 matrix. Again, data type will be float 64. In this way, you can correct data type according to our own choice. So this is the way one array will be working. Now there is another one which is unit array. Now this will be a identity matrix. Now you know that identity matrix will be always square, so you have to supply only the square matrix dimension. It will be 4 by 4. So let's see how this identity works. notice it is a square matrix, and the diagonal is all ones. It's diagonal. If you notice, it's diagonal. These diagonals are all ones, and it will be always a square matrix. So other than np.array and np.arange, we have got few other way to create NumPy arrays. So we have seen three of them: zeros, ones, and identity.